According to a recent analysis from CNN based on all of the available polling data for Donald Trump, he is losing support from a key demographic, in addition to losing support from another key demographic, and on top of that, two other key demographics. To put it another way, Donald Trump is hemorrhaging support, but the support he's hemorrhaging is what had propelled him back into the White House to begin with. So all of those people that back in 2020 said, nope, give me Joe Biden over Trump, then in 2024 said, hell yeah, give me Trump over Harris, are now saying, man, I'm not going to support this guy anymore after less than 120 days. So that's pretty good, I guess. Those particular groups are, of course, Latinos, young men, non-white voters without a college degree, and African American men. So those are the four demographics that, of course, had been on the left, traditionally had been on the left for the most part. But then in 2024, they went to Trump. And now they don't like him. And losing that support, because a lot of these are considered also, kind of these swing moderate voters, could absolutely spell doom for Republicans in 2026. But that doesn't mean that Democrats can go ahead and pop the champagne corks. It just means these people aren't happy with what they're seeing from Republicans. It doesn't mean they're back on the Democratic side. Democrats have work to do. You can't just assume that everybody is going to say, man, Trump sucks, I'm going to the Democrats, because a lot of those people will simply just not vote. They will stay home in November 2026 if you do not give them a reason to vote for you. And that's been the problem with Democratic messaging for so very many years now. It's not vote for us because, it's vote against them because. And you can only tell voters to vote against something or vote for you because you're not something so many times before they begin to say, well, what are you offering to begin with? Yeah, okay, you're not these horrible people, but what do you stand for? What are you going to do for me? You're telling me they're going to hurt me, but how are you going to help me? And that's been the problem with Democratic messaging for years now. Sometimes there'll be elections where the Democrats are better, other times when they're worse. And I do think in 2024, the messaging from the party as a whole was worse. Not from Harris herself, certainly not from Walz, but from the party as a whole, absolutely. It was all, Trump is just this horrible, evil guy, which voters knew, but at the same time, they couldn't afford groceries, they told us, so we're going with the evil guy. Didn't work out well for them, which is why Trump is, of course, hemorrhaging support. But there is work to be done. There are voters to be won over, is the point. The Democrats, you got the wind at your back right now. You need to strike while the iron is hot. You can get these voters onto your side if you have a good message and a good plan that does not involve saying that the other side sucks. They get it. They're there. They don't need to hear it. What they need to hear is how you're going to make their lives better. And if you do that, as these voters trend away from the Republican Party, you can win them back, get the working class back, and hopefully re-solidify that base that you used to have. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.